You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature.
Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and it's time for a Mrs. Fields cast iron skillet in chocolate chip cookie mix. Now, we already did the Hershey's brownie set, and we're still looking for the other ones, and now we have a few more. Pretty excited because it was fun to do. You actually cook it right in your skillet. And this is 2 serving sizes, so you mix it and make 2. And it's nice because now I have the other pan, so I can do them both in the oven at the same time. So it says clean the skillet with water and soap. But remember, don't do that too often because when you season a cast iron pan, you don't want to use a lot of soap on it, or rarely ever use soap. And pretty much just follow the directions on the back, and we'll be eating chocolate chip cookies by Mrs. Fields. So let's get it out of the packaging here, and we'll take a look at it and get started. All right, all washed and ready to go. The only thing I need to do is season the pan. So this is what the pan looks like. It is cast iron. And then the mix is just a powdered mix with the chips inside of it already. Okay, and remember the directions are on the back of that, so I won't need them. But it does say to take your oil and wipe off with a paper towel. So let me put some on here and do that for you now. Get a nice coating on my pan. And the seasoning is what helps a pan like this stay non-stick, and then also keeps it from rusting, because these pans will rust. And I spilled some on my countertop, but I will wipe that up in a second. There you go. Okay, so that is all set. So all I need to do now is get the ingredients in here, and we'll get started. Here we go, all set. Now I have 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I have 1/4 of an egg, which was about 1 tablespoon. That's what I measured it out. I took an egg and divided it up into 4, and that's what it ended up being. My pan is seasoned, and then I have, I don't know if you remember, the spoon I used last time was one of these regular standard size wood spoons. This is what I normally use in most of the mixing I do. So I'm going to get rid of the giant spoon. I felt like a giant the last time I was using it. This matches my pan a little bit better. We're still kind of doing small pans, small spoons. All right, so what I need to do then is get the mix in here. So I'll get it all to one side here and get started. So it just says, let's see, it says combine chocolate chip cookie mix. Let's see what's going on with that. You'll see the chips are in there. I'll give you a closer look in just a second here. Okay. There is some chips. See the chips down in there? There's quite a few in there, actually. And then mix egg and butter in small bowl. Okay, we got that. I even brought in my small spatula. I just felt like that other stuff was just too giant for me. I'll just leave that off to the side. And the softened butter. All right. It says, mix with a spoon, scoop cookie dough into skillet. That's it. Not much more to it than that. And it doesn't say to re-season your pan. Remember the brownies, it said put a little coat of oil. This one didn't say to do that, so we'll see what happens. I might just put a little bit extra on there just to be safe. Kind of funny with the spoons. I felt like a giant. I don't know why. I just can't use regular size tools anymore. Just doesn't feel right. Oh, and there's a very good chance I found the last Easy Bake Oven. I didn't find it. I don't know if you remember the Easy Bake Oven series. Todd Koopy wrote the book for, the light bulb baking. And I sent him an email and said, Todd, I know you have that oven. Is there any way we can get that oven for you so we can finish the series? And he said, no problem, which is a nice gesture on his part. Of course, I got to use it and then return it, but he knows we take care of our stuff here, and thought that was pretty cool. So when we get to that video and that time, we got to remember to send him a thank you. All right, so there you go. It looks pretty good. mixed. And it's a scoop into pan. Here we go. I'm thinking I might want to just put a little bit more seasoning on my pan before I put my dough in. Just because I don't want any sticking, especially on the edges. The brownies came out of the pan pretty good. Okay, there you go. Nice seasoned pan. Now remember, this is half, so you don't want to take it all. You want to try to get it to about half of the brownie. I was thinking brownie. Half of the cookie mix. All right. Now last time, I took a little oil on the back of my spatula, and I was able to nicely push it down, just like that. Little oil never hurt a cookie, did it? Okay, let me see. Let me get a little more in there. Fill up a little spot there. All right, close. I think just a little bit more cleanup here, and I'm good. So I will do that, and then I'll see you. Come on, it keeps coming out. I'll see you at the oven. All right, here it goes, going in the oven. Remember now, I have the other pan from the brownie, so I'm going to put my second mix in that so I can bake it all at one time. So we'll check them when they're done. All right, so remember I said I was going to use my brownie pan, the same pan, so that's sped up my baking time. And here we go. I'm going to cut into one of these. I'm going to cut into this one. It looks a little thicker to see what we get here. Okay, it looks like a nice consistency here. Let me move this one out of the way. They're still pretty hot. See if I can hold it. Not for long. It's hot. And then I will take a nice wedge out of this and see if it comes out okay. Looks like it. Nice soft looking cookie. Now I baked it for the full amount. And then let me get some milk here. Got my glass ready. I'm just going to pour it into this one here. As chocolate chips, chocolate chip cookies, and milk make a great combination. Ooh, look at that. Might have baked it just a little bit longer, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Little milk to wash it down. That was 17 minutes of baking. That's what it looks like inside. Probably too once it sets a little bit, because it's still warm. It is good and tasty. Now, I haven't had a Mrs. Fields cookie since I can remember, except for the ones that I make myself here. So I don't know what it tastes like. You know, I can't compare it to that. Ooh, hot. All right, so let me cut this one. This one's a little thinner. Seems to be a little bit crispier. There you go. Look at that. That came out nice. Well, I guess I got to try the second one. More chips in that bite. Overall, it was easy. It was fun. And now I have 2 pans. And thanks for watching. If you want to see the brownie, the Hershey's brownie in a pan, then we'll have that link in the description. And next I'll probably do the Reese's. That sounds like a lot of fun. So I'm going to do that one next. And thanks for watching. If you want to see these videos, look in the description, as I was saying. Or just search our channel. And we're almost there. We're almost at 1 million subscribers, which is pretty exciting. If we're not there, can you help us along a little bit? We'd like to do it in 2014. And thanks for watching. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.
thanks for watching.